Have you ever wondered what level of consciousness you're at? Or shall I say, what level of consciousness we're all at? If you've seen the Map of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins, you know that at the top of the scale of frequencies, the highest ones are love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. And I'm here to tell you that we exist at enlightenment. If you want to know how, stick around for the video. Hi, my name is Loretta, and this is the Limitless Infinite, a space for you to align your mind to higher vibrations and higher frequencies. Today we are going over the level of enlightenment, and I'm so excited about this video because it basically gets everybody to know that we are at the highest level of consciousness. Yes, I said that. We are at enlightenment consciousness. We are born as babies as enlightenment consciousness, and everything below enlightenment consciousness on the Map of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins are frequencies and vibrations that we are experiencing here in the third dimension. Now, some people say that it's denser. It's not that it's denser, but those frequency and vibrations exist here in the third dimension, and we experience all of those below enlightenment. Enlightenment is the awareness that we exist as this energy in a state of perfection. Energy can't be created and it can't be destroyed, and we are birthed from that. And that awareness that that energy is what we truly are is enlightenment. So it's a knowing, it's an awareness. And everything else we are experiencing below that is the frequencies and vibrations on that scale by David R. Hawkins. Now, we exist here, I shouldn't say exist, but we resonate at the frequency love, which is why we think joy, peace, and enlightenment are higher vibrations and frequencies that we need to raise our vibration to. And the reason why is because when we're brought into the world, the first interactions that we have with the other human beings in our lives, our parents or our family, is love. And we give the baby love, 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 love. You give the baby so much love, and what happens when you're giving love is you're resonating, and you're giving the baby love, so you're projecting the frequency and vibration love, and the baby is receiving it. And because the baby is getting everything from you, all of its physical needs, all of its emotional needs, all of its mental needs, it starts resonating with you and comes out of that state of resonation with enlightenment that it was born at. But the babies do experience a lot of joy and peace. And if you've ever seen a baby, the look on a baby's face, you would know that a baby does experience joy and peace as part of it, as part of their experience. Now, I'm talking about average healthy relationships that we have with our parents. Obviously, there are different cases where babies, may not receive love or may have a different life experience in the beginning, and we'll make a separate video about that. But this is about babies that are receiving love from their family. And what we do when we love as a family or as parents is we love unconditionally. And when we love unconditionally, it allows self-love to flourish within the baby. And then you grow up to be a quote-unquote healthy person, or let's just say a person with the kind of mindset where they have enough self-love, where they can give love and they can attain frequencies like joy and peace and enlightenment by resonating with them and finding them because they have a lot of self-love. The reason why it's so difficult to attain joy, peace, and enlightenment is because we're so attached in the love dimensions. And this happens a lot even with our families. We don't mean to be, but we become very attached to our families and we associate that with love. I said in my previous short, this is one of the reasons why it's really peculiar, I thought anyway, that Buddha left his family. And the Buddha left his family because he couldn't be loved and attached to something in order to find those levels of enlightenment that he was looking for: joy, peace, and enlightenment. He had to wander around on his own, completely detach himself from that love frequency in order to reach these higher states in his mind, in his consciousness. And so when we love our families, we need to do it without attachment. And that is a really difficult thing. That's kind of the challenge in order to resonate again at the enlightenment frequency. We need to not be resonating at the love frequency. Well, you don't need to not be resonating at the love frequency, but you want to release your resonance with all lower vibrations and all lower frequencies. You can reach enlightenment frequency, because enlightenment frequency is really an understanding. Enlightenment, I wouldn't say, is like a state of being. The Creator created us so that we would have this life experience and experience this range of frequencies and vibrations. And if enlightenment is knowing that you exist in a state of absolute perfection, of that energy that can't be created or destroyed, enlightenment is a knowing. And if you know that, then you can start to enjoy your existence by saying, I'm really here to enjoy peace, joy, and love. And the frequencies that are associated with peace, joy, and love. And you're not here to be enlightened. And I know that that's kind of a weird thing to say, but you're not here to sit in enlightenment. That is what we get when we return to the Creator and we return to Source. That's the feeling, the thought, the resonation that we have is going to be that frequency. And we don't need to do that here on planet Earth, because we're really here to experience all that the Creator cannot experience, which is outside of the enlightenment frequency. So if Creator contained the energy in the field of enlightenment so that we could be self-aware that we are that perfect state of energy, the Creator would want us to experience everything that the Creator is not, because the Creator wants to know thyself. So in knowing thyself, we as human beings are supposed to have this experience in the lower frequencies below enlightenment. But you can just know that you are enlightened. You already are enlightened. You're born enlightened, and you're just having this experience with these lower frequencies and vibrations. You basically sit in that love frequency, and you can stay in that love frequency and be enlightened by knowing and understanding what I'm telling you now. But you can also release your resonance with love by becoming not attached. It's not releasing your resonance with love because you still love people, but if you release your resonance with the attachments, it'll be easier to find the frequency joy and peace in your heart, because you won't be attached. When we have attachments, we have expectations, and expectations lead us to disappointments. And without expectations and without disappointments, we can love each other unconditionally. And then when we have unconditional love, we have moments of joy and peace. And that's how you can find those frequencies. But it's funny because you find a lot of people that live alone or are solitary find the state of joy and peace as well. I would say more peace. Peace comes a lot to people who are alone because they're not attached. Joy is something that is often found with another frequency, like a real, a magnified and amplified love can reach a state of joy. But either way, I just wanted you to know and get this information out that you're already enlightened. You just need to be made self-aware of it, and once you're self-aware of it, you can enjoy this experience resonating in love frequency, but try not to be attached. That would be my only advice. Try not to be attached, because it can lead to expectations, and expectations can lead to disappointments, and we don't want that. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video.